I feel like a slice of butter melting on top of a big old pile of flapjacks.
Play the victim and you will be the victim.
Very good, Frank. Very impressive. Ultimate punch!
What's up? What's up?
Oh! You hit the soft part of my belly.
You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos, motherfucker! How you like me now, huh? You are, because if the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
Ask yourself, why has he got his hat pulled down like that? He's fuck ugly.
Frenches instead. Oh, yeah. Wow. I don't like this.
Power of Christ compels you!
Oh, does it? Does it compel me?
You look pretty.
What did you say?
I said you look shitty.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Yeah, he's got an egg, you might...
Can I offer you a nice egg in this trying time? Hi, CJ. Spaded one, what's going on? I said you look shitty. Oh, the smoke turned out the focus. Oh, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna let people trickle in. See how much. This obviously, if you're watching my channel right away and all this stuff, this what I'm going to talk about doesn't apply to you, but it's something that's been stewing for a while. And a friend of mine just made a video on one of the people recently, and I'm not going to name drop because everyone knows who I'm talking about if you know what's going on. So, like I said, I'm going to wait a little bit. Let the people trickle in if they do. If not, I'll just start here in a couple minutes. I want to get reasonably lit though, trying to kill off this pen because I got this one with some Pineapple Express in it, and I was just watching it. So I'm caught up on it. Welcome to Dairy, and then I just finished a little while ago. I finished it chapter 1, and I'm in the middle of it chapter 2, but I paused it. I'm trying to stay up because I got to work at 10:30 tomorrow night, but I'm off until then, so I'm trying to stay up all night. Maybe not stream all night, but I'm gonna try to stay up all night and match up with my sleep schedule so that when I do go to bed, I can sleep the whole day through until I gotta go to work, unfortunately. But that's the start of my work week. I worked 51 hours last week, which is why I sound like this because I have a cold. But yeah, there's some people, and I'll preface this whole thing. I'll drop all the tea as far as myself and where I stand is concerned, and what the situation was, because this has been something that's been stewing in my brain for months and months. And it's one thing to disagree with someone's opinion and be like, oh, I don't fuck with them anymore. But to use that as an excuse to misgender or attack somebody for their race or their identity or whatever is not excusable. You can disagree with opinions, but when you can take those opinions and then use that to attack someone, who they are as a person, that makes you a piece of shit. That makes you a bigger piece of shit than you assume someone else to be based on their opinions or words. And that happened to me recently. So in September, someone who is very controversial, I should say, obviously had something happen to them, and comments were made. People tensions were high and all that shit. And I have always stood on the side of, you know what, I think that bad people, karma comes around and it gets them, and it's ironic when it happens. And that's the opinion I stand with. And some people like to think that it's okay to just be like, oh, well, I'm going to use that because I disagree with your opinion to call you out directly as a person, not for what you said. I'm using that as an excuse. I literally have receipts. The last couple months, I've been going through getting receipts, getting clips of people being racist, getting clips of people being transphobic, comments, all the people that did it. I have all these receipts. I'm not going to do anything with them. I decided I'm not going to do anything with them because I'm the bigger person than that. Like, I can see someone's shitty fucking opinion and not go out of my way to personally attack them for being a bald loser or a fat piece of shit or a twinky little twink dog who likes to threaten people physically. I also got physically threatened over this shit. So it's something, that bothered me. It fucking bothered me, obviously, and it's going to stick around like that. And I'm not going to not address. I did address it partially way back then, but like I said, I have fucking receipts of people making shit up like, oh, I supported this person. Bitch, you didn't support me. I popped into your chat sometimes and you said, hey, if that's fucking support, I don't give a shit. I support a bunch of people then because I go into chats and say, hey, and then I dip out. But fuck you. I don't need your support. I never needed your support. When I lost like 25 subscribers and shit, you know what? That was the biggest relief ever because those people that I lost were the fucking pieces of shit I never wanted following me. The people who are followers who wait to see what the bigger subscriber says. Like there's this one piece of shit. And like I said, a friend of mine called them out recently because they're racist. They dropped the F slur on a popular podcast. And I'm saying this like a slur towards gay people, the F slur in a podcast, and no one said shit. And that leads me to another thing. Like there's receipts for all this shit. I can go through, I can pull it up. I'm not going to do that. But like if you platform someone just because you're eking for those subscribers, you're crawling for the fucking crumbs like, oh, I hope I get some of their subscribers. So let me suck up to this piece of shit. You know what's going to happen? That pieces of shit chat is going to come over to your channel. And when your moderators don't do shit about those pieces of shit, that makes you part of that piece of shit. So not only are you platforming someone because you want to gain something from them, you're also compromising. In some cases you probably agree with them if you're platforming someone like that. But like, I'm not going to say that everyone who has someone on is a bad person, not knowing full about them. But what I will say is when you start making excuses for the people in their chat or just saying, oh, the chat gets away from me, the mods don't do anything, stuff like that. It's like you're making excuses because you want to further yourself by using someone else who is not good. And there's a lot of people that do that shit. And it's really fucked up. And then to have like people that I've met in person be like, oh, fuck him, blah, 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 all this shit like transgender or, misgendering me for being transgender. It's like, not only do I not give a fuck about what you think or what you're saying, the fact that that's the first thing that you go to, and I have receipts of one fucking motherfucker being like, oh, I knew something like this would happen. I was just waiting to think I supported them. Bitch, bald boy, I don't need your support. I never needed your fucking support. You can go fuck yourself. Your little flavor saver down there. Wonder what that's for. I didn't need you. I didn't need any of your subscribers. I didn't need any of that shit. All I needed was to post my content and help people that I considered friends. And then to have people that I considered friends when I got, misgendered, physically threatened, by the way. Like I said, there were people that were like, oh, I'm going to slap the shit out of so-and-so. They better not hope I meet them. Bitch, you saw me in person. You didn't do shit then. You won't do shit now. Want to know why? Because you're a bitch. And also I'd kick your, So, keep your fucking threats to yourself. You can fantasize all you fucking want. But like, if you're physically threatening someone, that opens up a new door for you to get your ass kicked legally, first of all. And then secondly, if you come at me, I'm going to defend myself. Obviously, I took karate, jujitsu. So like, I don't know. That's your call, man. But like, it shouldn't get there. We have opinions. That's essentially what this country was based on, is opinions. So if someone having a differing opinion than you upsets you so fucking much that you want to physically threaten them, you should probably go somewhere. You should probably take a break from the fucking internet, which, people try to like ban against people and get them to disappear. I'm not going to disappear. I am one of the only, not saying I'm the only, because there are other transgender collectors out there. In fact, one of these pieces of shit has a couple of transgender people that follow them. I'm sure they don't follow them anymore, which they probably don't give a shit about, and that's fucking fine. But like, I'm one of the few trans women collectors in this space that has a semi prominent. I'm not saying I'm a big YouTuber or anything, but I have a sizable amount of people that have subscribed and followed me and all that stuff. And like, I use that platform to not really talk about who I am as a person. There's one video, and to say that, oh, I call transphobia all the time. Bitch, the only time I've called transphobia is when someone's misgendering me because they don't agree with what I say. Like, I think Caitlyn Jenner is one of the hugest pieces of fucking shit in the world, but I can still respect that she is a woman and her gender identity is female, but she's a dumb piece of shit. I fucking hate Caitlyn Jenner, but I'm not going to disrespect her gender because she's a piece of fucking shit. So, you know, that's where the problem is. I don't give a fuck if you don't like how I feel about Charlie Kirk. I don't give a fuck. I truly don't. But it says a lot more about you that you wanted to brigade this whole bunch of people and start misgendering me. And this whole group of people and saying, oh, I'm sure they just want something. Bitch, you're fat as a fucking, you're fatter than I don't know what. So nobody wants you. I'm surprised you're whatever. So like, no. I didn't start going around attacking people, commenting shit and going off because I don't give a fuck about y'all. I never gave a fuck about y'all. And then we have this one fucking string bean rail making a fucking display calling his black characters the KFC crew. And this is one of the people that was physically threatening me. The guy that came on to a prominent live stream and dropped the F slur there in front of a large toy maker and the person, and neither of them did anything. Chat didn't do anything, you know, they just let it slide. And that's not the first time. Like I said, I dug up receipts. I went through and I looked up all of this shit. As much as I didn't give a fuck about the comments, people sent them to me. I didn't read them until recently. So the receipts are fresh on my fucking mind. But like, cause I didn't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck. If I lost some followers because I didn't feel sad that someone who spread hate their whole life got hurt. And I didn't even know what had happened fully at that point. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, this is ironic. There's irony to this. And the fact that you use that to immediately start misgendering me and start quote unquote correcting people in the comments with like she, and you're like, no, he, blah, 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 all this stuff. You're a little bitch. You're a tiny little person. And the only people that care about you are the people that are still trying to suckle at the teat, as it were, to hang on to that. And so many just sheeple just came out of the woodwork. And it's like, oh, I'm going to make you infamous. Bitch, you're nobody. I ain't nobody either, but I'm less of a nobody than you are. So keep your little shit to yourself. I truly don't care. Sorry, let me check in with the comments really quick here. It's like I said, it's been stewing for a while. CJ, I said hello already. Spaded one, what's going on? Heather Star, what's up, girlfriend? I love your hair. Merry Christmas to you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Controller Akimbo, channel member. Hold on a second. That is groovy. Thank you for becoming a channel member. Again, Controller Akimbo. Scareborough, rowdy, get rowdy. Sometimes I gotta do it. I'm just saying. Brick, how's it going? Don't know the full story, but hang in there. You know, I'm good. I'm working. I'm making some money now. I'm just, you know, working hard and trying to make content and do my normal thing. But, you know, sometimes you gotta get shit off your chest. Thank you. Look at all the hair comments tonight. Thank you. I was like, should I put it up or should I leave it down? I guess I should have left it down. Thank you. Reminds me of Nurse Joker. Nice. Hi, Leia. Yeah, sorry, the subject matter isn't the most fun, but self-identity is the most basic and inalienable human dignity. If they're horrible people, I will still defend the right to the human. Exactly. Like, I'm not going to come off and attack someone for their skin color or whatever just because I don't agree with what they say. I'll disagree with their comment and I'll point out how stupid it is and I'll argue with them logically. But I'm not going to use anything like that. And even then, I'm not going to use my YouTube channel for that. His skin is turning into chicken skin in that Florida sun. You know who I'm talking about. That's funny. Controller Kimbo, hi. Thank you for becoming a channel member again. I appreciate you. The rest of my weekend has been good. I did some videos. Did my magic deck today. Magic deck video, played some magic. So yeah, it's been an all right weekend. I got the day off. I got to relax. I've been watching a lot of it. So I've been having a good day lately, other than this shit. But like I said, for the shit, I have receipts. I can pull them out at any fucking time. Look like Ronda Rousey from WWE. That's what I'm saying. Why would you want to threaten me if I look like Ronda Rousey? I know how to put on a fucking killer armbar. I'm just saying. Like if if someone's trying to hurt you and you put them in an armbar, there's no tapping out. It's just like I'll stop when I hear a pop, that's pretty much how that goes. But like I'm not the type of person to do that, but you want to physically threaten me, you'd be damn sure if I know you're going to be somewhere, I will be ready to pull out the martial arts that I know. I'm not saying it's been recently since I did it, but I still remember the basics of jujitsu, karate, and all that stuff. I remember how to use leverage and all that stuff, and I can definitely lock in a nasty armbar. So I will take that Ronda Rousey reference, but but don't compare me to her as a person because she's not that great. But yeah, it's like, why the hell are you going to make a display of the black characters that you own and then put KFC crew under there unless you're racist? And seeing someone who I'm not going to say I don't look up, the only person I look up to on here is displaying model behavior, Dave, because he displays the best of us. He keeps it cool, he keeps it chill, where he stands, but he's going to keep it, cool and calm and collected, right where it is. But I don't look up to a lot of people, but to see someone be like, oh, he's not like that, it's just a troll, he's just trolling. It's like, are you kidding? It's not trolling when the man has said multiple racist things on multiple people's stream, had beef with multiple people of color YouTubers, and just been a general piece of crap the whole time they've been in this. Well, not the whole time. It's like, that's the thing. That's the thing with people like this. When drama or hate or whatever starts getting someone views, there's a certain type of person that is going to be like, oh, I'm going to lean into that because you know what? That gets me clicks. That gets me people watching me. That gets the algorithm rolling. And like, okay, you want to dedicate your channel to that kind of shit, then maybe just turn off the toy aspect of it and just roll with that. Let's just roll with, oh, we're going to bully people. Oh, we're going to cause drama and fighting. Oh, we're going to single people out for things they can't control about themselves rather than the things they say. You can call me out for what I fucking said. I don't give a shit. Clearly that's, an opinion. Hold on a second. Where is it?
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
And it is a lot of bullshit, Jeff. It really is. I saw, whose video I'm talking about, and I was like, you know what? If he's gonna say something, I'm not gonna drop names because I'm really not. I'm just speaking my fucking piece at this point. But I was very proud to see my friend speak up about that one guy, and the people that platform him. I saw another person who I considered a friend who I'm close with, and who platformed them at one point and was explained how they're horrible and all that stuff. And then, that all happened. I got physically threatened. I was getting misgendered. Didn't say a peep about it. Didn't, and I don't give a shit. Like, I really don't give a shit. But it's just crazy to see them not say shit about that. But then when someone else makes a video calling out the person they platformed and saying what a bad person there is, oh yeah, it's crazy seeing what these people do. It's like, bro, cognitive dissonance is a thing. And remaining neutral on people being hateful based on race, gender, sexual identity, sexual preference, any of that shit, that does not make you neutral. That just means you're complacent with the bullshit because you don't want to rock the boat, as it were. So like, I don't get it. I don't understand why this toy space has become so fucking toxic. And I understand that politics have seeped into almost every single aspect of our lives, so that political opinions pop up, and maybe they shouldn't all the time, but sometimes people say shit. Sometimes people post how they feel because a lot of crazy shit is happening. We are living in one of the fucking craziest timelines that we have ever lived in. What's up, Sam? How are you? There's no such thing as having a preference on what you're born as. I mean, if you're born as an idiot, that's fine. You know, you can be born as an idiot, dirty money. So like, there's ways to get rid of idiots. Leia, CJ, you in here? So yeah, it's like attacking someone for any of that stuff is not okay. It's not cool. It's like, oh man, you have brown eyes, you're a piece of shit. Oh, I hate you because of this, or I'm not gonna call you that because it affects me. How does it affect you? You know? Okay, CJ, there's some dumb people in here. So if you want to do your job, I'm not doing your job, but if you want to help me out, I'm sorry, I'm flustered because they're just, of course, they pop up in the woodworks on the vertical feed. No, I'm not comparing eye color to what I was born as. I'm comparing my eye color to something I can't change about myself. I can't change who I am as a person. I can adapt to how I feel, but the inner part of me that I coincide with on the outside, I can't change that. So no, my argument stands. The eye color is a valid argument for that. Thanks, Leia. Thanks, DJ. I appreciate y'all. I'm sorry. I just got a little flustered. People are mad at pronouns. Makes me laugh. Yeah, you know, and the thing about pronouns is if you don't like pronouns, then you can't say I, you can't say me, you can't say they, you can't say them, you can't say any of that stuff. If you don't like pronouns, you have to refer yourself into third person all the time. So what is an extreme to that? Correcting someone when someone, you know, we can call out the dummies. If you wear a costume or that costume now, no, that's a costume. That's clothing. That's clothing. Like that's not a bio. Y'all don't even understand the biology of that shit. I shouldn't even be addressing y'all because you are exactly the crowd I'm pointing this at. You are the people in the chats that make YouTube a worse place. So it's not a self-reflection. It is a self-fact. So, oh boy, look at all these trolls in here. Hold on. I need to see if I can do something about it. I think I can. Here we go. I can. I know, Jeff. I'm getting flustered. It's a lot of bullshit all at once. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. All better. Back to what I was saying. It's okay, Jeff. I get it. Maybe here's Ball just making a guest appearance comment. What's up? What's up? How are you, Reed Richards? So yeah, like you can attack someone's statements, you can attack their opinions, and not even attack. You can have a different one. And you know what the best thing about YouTube or the internet is? You know what the fucking absolute best thing about this is? If you don't fucking like something, like for instance, my live stream and what I'm saying, rather than typing your little goblin hands, you can instead turn it the fuck off and go away and never come back. That is the best thing about the internet. You can completely cut ties and never have to deal with that shit again. But if you choose to continue engaging in it, that just means you're looking for something that you're A, missing in yourself, or B, you just want to be part of a problem or part of something larger because you don't have anything better going on in your life. And that's fine. I didn't say you can't avoid being born ignorant. What does that mean? If you actively and willfully choose to be ignorant and stupid and not understand humans are all different and we all have the basic level of respect that we should have between each other, which is to say, hey, I accept who you are and I will not use that as a base to hate or do anything, what's the word? Discriminate. Duh. So like, if you choose to be ignorant, if you grow up ignorant, knowing that we are in the year 2025 and anything that you use based on like pronouns and all that stuff just makes you look like a crybaby snowflake who doesn't want to, it doesn't even affect your life is the thing. Like to walk past a trans person does not affect you. To be peeing in a bathroom next to someone or to see a lesbian couple kissing in public or a gay couple kissing in public or in a movie or whatever does not affect you as a person. Just like seeing cis couples in movies all my life growing up did not affect me as a person. It does not change your sexuality. It does not reflect anything. So to think that people existing or their sexuality or anything like that, and this is just covering a blanket, leads to someone being gay or someone being trans, it's absolutely asinine and it's wrong. So that's all I'm saying. Nobody asked you for shit, you loser. What are you talking about? Nobody asked you for anything. I'm just here. What defines a man? Usually being ignorant and being alpha, and at least in my experience, and trying to bully other people. I'm just kidding. But these are the men that I'm talking about that like to call themselves men. When in my opinion, a man is someone who is emotionally layered. Like you can do the whole, oh, I'm a big manly man thing, but you also have to understand that people have feelings and you have feelings. And if you disregard your feelings and you bottle them up and then you start attacking other people for things they can't control or things that they would just like other people to respect, then that makes you less of a man. So I can tell you what makes someone less of a man. It's that kind of stuff. It's the subject that I'm talking about. Using your male privilege and sometimes even white male privilege to bully or downtrodden other people who already have it hard enough, that doesn't make you a man. So there's the definition of what a man isn't, if you wanted that. It's contagious if you want it to be. Only if you want it to be. I am indeed a nerd. I'm glad you see that. Like, this is literally a Scream sweatshirt, but it's Ghostface. How's it going, Bruce? Kermit. I know that puppet. How are you? I've never seen you before. I mean, so I'm live on Vertical and on my desktop, so it's pushing it to a bunch of new people. And I probably shouldn't have done that for this stream, but it's okay. I can manage it, and I've got 2 awesome mods in here that can help as well. 2 of female privilege. What is female privilege? The right to not be able to control your body or ovaries in some states. That's fine. You can love whoever you want, just like trans and gay people can love whoever they want. Doesn't mean you have to love it back or appreciate it. I am not a Christian, so I don't celebrate that. I know where you are, Bruce. I know who you are. Probably not the place for it. Yeah, I know. I know more people get to see my stream, but it's like I probably shouldn't have had a bunch of new people coming in for this stream just because I wanted to talk about the subject and not get all flustered and stuff. So just so you know, women can just sign up to do that, and so can men. No one has to do that unless you live in a horrible country. So like if the draft comes back, I'm sure they'll draft women too. So there's no bad fit. Women do not have fucking privilege, like clearly. Like there's some white women who get away with being racist as fuck because they're white women. So there's that one. Like I'm a white woman, so like obviously I have white privilege, but I'm also a minority being a trans woman. So you know, and so here's the thing about being trans, and I'll say this. We'll tell a little tangent. So obviously I transitioned at one point. Before that, I worked at a company. I worked at Costco. And before, when I would come to my management with an issue, they would listen to me. They'd sit down, they listen to me, whether they gave a shit or not. They would at least listen to me and give me the time. Now, afterwards, after I transitioned, after a few years had passed and I had put up with a lot of shit, a lot of bad people, I'd come to them and like, oh, are you sure they meant it that way? Don't you think maybe you're misunderstanding this? You know, trying to say that I'm the one who doesn't understand what happened rather than just sitting down and listening to me. So there's an example of male privilege and a privilege that females don't have. A lot of the time when a female speaks up about something, they just get fucking written off. And not only is it aggravating, It's misogynistic and it's sexist and it's a major problem. So when you want to say something about, oh, name of one female privilege, no, ooh, listen, honey, literally women's rights have been stripped away all year. And federally, Roe versus Wade was overturned. That means that women do not have the right to most life-saving procedures in most states, life-saving procedure if they need an abortion for like a reason because it could kill them or any reason. It doesn't really matter. But like that's the very extreme. If you won't even let a woman abort a fetus because it'll kill her, there's no rights there. So I don't know what your point you're trying to make. And Kermit, Bruce, they both kind of blend together on my thing. So yeah, there's no draft. So I don't know what he's talking about, CJ. You guys veterans that keep me toting the draft. No, I can't change my DNA, but I can change biology by taking hormones and estrogen and all that stuff, and also legally change my documents. So what you say doesn't matter because I've always been a woman on the inside. It's just I fixed it on the outside, and the fact that it upsets you makes me happy. Bye, loser. I do know the difference. A draft is mandatory and everyone can sign up, but there is no draft. So shut your mouth. Also, trans people were just banned from serving in the military. So there's another right that trans people don't have that cis people have. So if you want to talk about rights, you can talk about trans rights or cis rights. You have no argument here. You have no argument. So, you can state whatever you want. I know the difference of a lot of things. Like I said, I've been on both sides of it. And your mom needs help. Look at your little skinny little face. Think you need to eat some bacon there, buddy. Think you need to eat some fatty foods because you're losing it. Why do you give a shit about the draft? Why do you give a shit about the draft? I'll go back. You will not. Yeah, I won't go. I won't be drafted because I'm not allowed to because I'm a trans person and Trump banned trans people from the military. So what are you going on about? You're not making any points. No, Roe versus Wade remove the federal protection. You don't know what you're talking about. It's a state-to-state basis. In some states, you can go to jail for having an abortion. You don't know what you're talking about. Shh. In fact, goodbye. I don't argue with idiots. I can fit 2 fingers on my wrist. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just muscular. I just have muscles. I know you're probably a little twinkie, but I just have muscles, sweetie. So thank you. Thank you. That is the dumbest argument I've ever seen. You should have seen me before. I was miserable before. Proof you were miserable. No, what makes the proof that you are miserable is that you're in here on a chat debating how someone else feels. When in fact, it's all about how you feel with these dumb comments. So, no. Okay, then none of this matters. Your one argument is the military, and it's all wrong, so it doesn't matter. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Thank you. I got it from Loot Crate a few years ago. Not wearing a bra, so sorry, but thankfully that covers that up. I do like my Scream shirt. But yeah, like as I was saying before all these idiots rolled up in here. Yeah, they keep coming like flies. You're not wrong, Leia. And I should not have gone live on the vertical. So that is my bad. I should have just went live on my stream or on, my space and been like, oh, cool. I'm just going to talk to my people and get this off my chest. But back to the subject at hand, rather than arguing with morons who don't know shit and are making straw man arguments, they probably don't know what a straw man argument means. So that's fine. We're not going to even go there. But as I was saying, you can disagree with someone's opinions. You can have a problem with what they said about something that happened to someone, with their politics, whatever. But the second that you start attacking someone's race, someone's sexuality, someone's gender identity, whatever it is, the color of their eyes, whatever, all of that shit doesn't matter. All of your arguments are invalid because you cannot formulate an argument without having the correct level of respect for someone as a fucking human being, bare minimum. Bare fucking minimum. There's so many fucking dumb trolls in here. I just delete them. They're gone. They're gone forever. But yeah, like, don't be fucking racist. Don't be fucking transphobic. Don't be fucking homophobic. Everything that's happening right now in this country leads these people to feel emboldened for that. They feel like they're the majority when in fact the minority is usually the fucking loudest, whether it be about injustices or about how much they hate other people for existing. So like if you're over here on the internet spouting off about KFC crew and it's all your black characters, or you're misgendering a trans person because you just agree with what they say, or you are calling someone an F slur on a stream or calling them gay or whatever. I don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna put you in timeout. You've already lost your argument. If you can't formulate an argument without bringing someone's identity into it, you've already lost. It means you're not a good person. And we're not. No, I'm good. I'm good on that. Y'all are crazy with this stuff. Not everyone believes in your God. I'm just telling you that right now. Just telling you that right now. What's up, Ray? Clearly we're dealing with a lot here. Oh no. I accidentally banned my mod because of that dude. Oh, CJ. My bad, CJ. I have to fix that problem, so give me a slight pause while I fix that shit. I fucking suck. Damn it. This fucking guy made me ban my fucking mod. Now I gotta go fix CJ. Side quest. Let's see. Sorry, CJ. That was my bad. I will fix it. God damn it. How do I fix that shit? I gotta find it on here. I'm very sorry, CJ. There you are. Unblock. Save. Add you as a moderator again. See what happens. You see what happens when a bunch of trolls just roll in here. That's why you never go live vertical when you have a spicy subject. Oh boy, there's some real weirdos in here tonight. I blame YouTube's algorithm. I truly do. Yeah, sorry, CJ. I will add you back to my mods. There we go. I restore your power indubitably. Ray, we were just talking about how some people are not smart enough to base an argument based on something spoken rather than who someone is. So, you know, it's just how you lose an argument. It's how you lose respect from not everyone, but from the people that matter. And the people that matter are the people that I care about. Yeah, CJ, I'm sorry. I did not mean to ban you. You know I wouldn't do that. on purpose. Stu, what's going on? Welcome. It's been a rough stream. It's been crazy. Oh, Allison, you missed the fun shit. You missed all the wackos in here. It was great. It was fantastic. I don't sound fantastic, but I am having a good time. I had to re-night my mod. This doesn't help. I know that when I'm done with this, I'm going to go back to watching it part 2. Wackos on YouTube? Impossible. I know, right? So I bleached this, obviously, and I think on Wednesday when I get my paycheck, I'm going to splurge and get the Manic Panic pink, hot pink hair dye and finally put the blonde or the pink in my blonde hair so that I will have pink bangs. Always wanted pink bangs. So what's up? I'm back. And what about Nia Jax's girlfriend? Nia Jax, she's a monster lady. I would not want to fight her. I would not want to fight her. I mean, you can take a picture, it'll last longer. I'm just telling you right now. Well, I appreciate the first part, but if you work in the medical field, you should know that medical transition is not even about the social part. It's literally like you're taking hormones. Like women that transition into men, trans men, they go on testosterone, voice drops, they grow hair, they get more muscle mass, all that kind of stuff. And then you're the opposite with trans women. You know, they grow boobs, they get softer skin, they get softer features, all that kind of stuff, fat displacement, all that stuff. So it's a medical process. It's a medical fucking process. You're not even gonna get started, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. Bye. And on top of the gender not being, we can talk about that stuff. The gender not being a social construct. So as far back as history is recorded, Babylon, you know, Native Americans, Mayans, all that stuff, there has been third gender. There has been socially third gender, whether it be accepted as men or men or women or somewhere in between, or, you know, wanting to be the other and being accepted. That has been around longer than the Christian religion. So like the fact that that kind of stuff went away is due to imperialism and colonization and all that stuff, when people came in and started enforcing their views and their beliefs on other people and other cultures. Like, you know, watching it, Welcome to Derry, you see some of that Native Americans culture being wiped away and disrespected and all that stuff. And it's the same thing with gender identity and all that stuff. You can just accept that someone is what they say they are and have a better day than just sitting online and arguing about it. You know, that's what I feel. The neurology of trans people is different. Brain is part of the, yes, like the scans of trans people's brains are closer to the biological gender of a male or a female regarding on where they transition before medical procedures, you know? I hope Gambit from Deadpool and Wolverine is revealed tomorrow. That would be interesting. I think there's 4 reveals coming. And you know what? I appreciate that, Michael. Like, the Christianity is, when people use it correctly, it's a powerful tool for good. A lot of people use their religion incorrectly and use it as a tool for hate and bigotry and all that stuff. So nobody wants to see that. And it's unfortunate that, and you know, I'm not a Christian. I don't ascribe to Christianity. But since we're talking about this kind of stuff, you know, people want to say they love Jesus. So if you read the Bible, if you read the New Testament, I've read the New and Old Testament multiple times, front to back. That's why I don't believe in religion, or organized religion, as it were. I believe that you should worship how you want to in your way, by yourself or in a congregation, but don't let someone else tell you how to believe. But what you shouldn't do is take the New Testament and Jesus, who was a radical socialist based on all the texts, and use his words to justify discriminating and hating people that are different, because that is exactly the opposite of Jesus's teaching. And if everyone followed at least the moral guidelines of the New Testament, not so much the Old Testament, that book is, you know, the world would be a better place. And I'm not even saying like everyone has to be Christian, but just like to follow Jesus' teaching, which is love thy neighbor as thyself, which is the number one very good rule to follow for anyone, whether you're a Christian or not a Christian. Love thy neighbor as yourself is a very strong and powerful statement. um, I could lift up my shirt right now, but I don't want to lose my YouTube channel. And you would be very, very surprised to see that I have boobs. And they are real boobs, and I grew them myself. So see, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Because I literally just said Jesus told people, love thy neighbor as thyself. So the fact that you're using Jesus as a justification to judge someone, which he said, judge not lest ye be judged, makes you completely wrong and invalid. And you should just disappear, honestly, which you're going to. So, goodbye. You're stupid. Yeah, they are real. So, like I said, I don't want to lose my channel. Oh, what a fun stream. We have people debating biology and medical science when in fact they know nothing about it. It's funny. I'm not saying I'm a doctor, but you know, I understand the process that's happened with my body and that's going on with other people's bodies to a minimum degree because I actually have read the studies and all that stuff about how biology changes. And obviously I'm a firsthand example of that. So I didn't always look like this. We got a Benjamin. Oh, I know you don't, Michael. You're a good person. I mean, I do have a girlfriend and we do kiss and do other stuff. So, you know, I won't deny the fact that I am a very gay person. Oh, you just pulled up a mirror. I'm sorry. Maybe you should get rid of that. Oh boy. But yeah, like I said, how long have I been going? Has it been an hour yet? Not quite. To go back and preface all of this. So I'm not talking about the inherent makeup of one's body, but like, so testosterone and estrogen are biological. So you replace one for the other, you go through puberty a different way. So like if you legitimately want to know, for instance, that's an example. When you're going through puberty, your biology changes, your body starts to change, you starts to develop in different ways. I can't believe having the birds and the bees talk. But when you stop one hormone and you take another one, it changes it. It goes a different way. So your body is biological and all the processes in it are biological. So when you replace testosterone with estrogen, your body changes biologically. I don't know if I can make that. I don't know if I can make that more clear. And so this is we can talk about this because I made this the stream. I made this the subject of the stream. So I didn't want to change my gender. I just always, so it's hard to explain. So like to express how a transgender person feels in their body to a cis person is very hard because most people are comfortable at least in their identity when they're born. But like when you start to gain that consciousness of self around like 3 or 4, you kind of start to, if you're not cis, and cisgender is not a it's not an insult. Yeah, so how do you explain it? Respect my gamer. I know you probably have to explain how dumb you are all the time. So like it's not like I wanted to do it. It was just a feeling that I had that I was always going to feel this way, that I was not in the right body. And I grew up that way. Like when I was growing up, I was raised Catholic. I don't know you, but the Marvel Legends of Fire. Thank you very much. I generally just review action figures, but there are some things I had to address. So if you do like action figure content and you don't mind trans or queer people, then feel free to subscribe. So I appreciate you and your comment. But like, so I always felt like a girl. I did not express it because I was raised Catholic. It is something that I was afraid to bring up to my family for obvious reasons, because there's this thing called Catholic guilt. And they say anything that you do, you're going to go to, yeah, I'm a girl. Thanks. Thank you. So, you know, I grew up in this vacuum of self. I was not happy. I did not have an identity. I just kind of coasted along in life. I had friends, but they dictated everything. I just kind of went along with shit because I I didn't have a sense of self. I didn't know who I was, and I always felt like there was a part of me that was missing. And my grandma and my aunt had told me, they're like, "You're always so sad all the time. Why are you always so sad?" And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm sad. And around 25, we can talk about this. I can't use certain words because YouTube will be like, oh, but around 25, it got so bad that every day I woke up, I either wanted to not be around anymore, to quote, I think you should leave. I don't want to be around anymore. Or I had to do something about how I felt and fix it for myself so I could finally know what it's like to be a person, a whole, complete person. And it got really bad. There was horrible thoughts all the time. I wouldn't do anything. I would just get home and go to bed, wake up, go to work, all that stuff, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, but that's because I'm making it. But it got to a point where I couldn't function without thinking about one of the two things. So I was 25 and I did my research. I looked up what would happen, what it would entail if I wanted to indeed deal with the social ramifications of that, working at a job in retail in a very like uptight area. And I decided that I wanted to stick around and at least know if it would be the right decision, or if, you know, I would just end up in the same place anyway. So I took the step forward and I started transition, and now I'm 35. So there you go. If I did not transition, I would not be around anymore. And that's the thing. You don't really that's not something you want to choose. That's not something you wake up and be like, "Oh, I just want to be a girl." No, that there's a lot of time and a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings that go through you to get you to the point where you want to take that step. And if it's right for you, then your life, at least emotionally, and starts to level out. You start to understand what it's like to look forward to something. You start to understand what being a person means. Like I said, there's just a bunch of dumb people in here. So it's a situation that a lot of people find themselves in. If you're you know, trans, gay, whatever, there's always people you can talk to. There's always people you can reach out to. There's communities out there. There's people out there. There's always somewhere to turn to. And that's why, like, it's never been a focus of my channel. It was never like, I made one video about it a few months back because I kept seeing like chats and stuff going off saying like, oh, transvestite this, blah, 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 you know, making jokes that were just off color and made me not feel great about being in the community. And then a bunch of people were like, oh, and got rid of some people. And then that whole other thing happened. And then the real shit came out. And it's not like these people all of a sudden changed and decided, no, they felt this way the whole time. When you are just, and I have the receipts for someone saying it, just waiting for someone to say something so that you can jump out and be like, oh yeah, I never, blah, blah, blah. You're bigoted, whether it's a trans person, a gay person, a black person, whatever you're basing that hatred on, you've been harboring that and waiting for that moment. That makes you a piece of shit. And It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that that kind of stuff seeps out into regular content, like live streams where someone says a slur that is offensive to a whole group of people, whether it be a racial slur, a sexuality slur, or whatever. That hurts people. And then to let that go on just because that person has more subscribers than you or whatever reason you're doing it, it's not okay. And it's not. I got really flustered this live stream because I don't know why. I just forgot to turn it off. I did not want it to go vertical. And I went in here and I saw it and I was like, oh, it'll be fine. But like I said, this has been something that's been building up for a while. I've been not really upset about it, but like thinking about it on and off. I have all these receipts and stuff. I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to name drop people. I'm not going to do that. That shit will come in time from other people. There's going to be other people that start popping up and saying stuff that they felt for a while. And you know what? I applaud that. I hope that. And you can fucking call me out for what I said. I don't care. The people that I appreciate and stuff won't give a shit either. And it's not like I said anything that was that bad. Like I don't go around attacking people personally. I just stop following somebody. I just turn them off. I'm not going to go on a witch hunt because I disagree with someone's opinion or I hate their opinion. I just disappear. I'm like, you'll never see me again. You'll never hear from me again. And that's the route I choose to take. But I also want to let people know, like, someone saying that you're being transphobic for misgendering them is not some like off color thing. You are being transphobic. It's pretty fucking basic. Like I said earlier, Caitlyn Jenner is a huge fucking piece of shit. She's an awful person. She fucking straight up killed somebody, got away with it. She doesn't respect trans people as people, obviously based on what she says and how she votes. But I still respect her gender. I'll still call her Caitlyn Jenner. Fucking hate her guts. But like I vehemently disagree with all of her opinions. So I will not, but I still won't do that because you know what? Everyone, like CJ said, deserves that basic level of human respect. If you can't come at someone who they are rather than, just on that level, respect their identity, you have no place in conversation or discourse. You just shouldn't say anything. Because clearly you do not have the emotional intelligence. You don't have the right temperament to engage in a debate or just anything. You should just shut up and go away. There was a time when all of y'all were quiet and went away. And that's because it's become popular to be a hateful piece of crap because of certain things going on in the world. And, karma comes around. You go around saying the N-word or calling people the F slurs or whatever on the internet. You start doing that shit in real life, like not on the internet, because you feel like, oh yeah, I get away with it online. People agree with me. Someone's going to go mudhole stomping on you. I'm just saying, like, you're going to say shit to the wrong person and it's not going to go well for you because you're just one of those little people out who feels brave on a keyboard saying, oh, this or that, blah, blah, blah. But the second you disrespect someone's wife, someone's brother, someone's sister, someone else, and someone who doesn't have the temperament to let that go in real life, like what happens is your fault, and that was the main gist of what I was saying with the whole thing is like, you put fucking certain energy off into the world. Like, you say how Black people shouldn't have civil rights. You say how trans people are subhuman, how gay people should be, not around anymore and all that stuff. Why should anyone feel bad when something happens to you? That's the sentiment that happened and got all these people to jump on this bandwagon of misgendering, which is fucking dumb. It's fucking dumb. I can't stand anyone telling me what to do, how to be, and can tell anyone else what to do or how to be. Exactly. What's up, Fallout fan? All right. Why are these? I didn't even mean to highlight that. Why are these comments so weird? And I lost my train of thought because I saw that really weird fucking comment. But like that's really all I wanted to say. Like if you platform, I am gay. I have a girlfriend. We go all the time. If you platform people that talk like that, if you have them in your chat and you let that kind of shit slide, like someone making racial jokes or being the funny guy by talking about the gays or saying that's gay or whatever, you know, there's certain limits to shit. Like I'll say that's gay to some stuff because obviously I'm not saying it out of hate, but there's people that do say it out of hate. And to ascribe something negative to the word gay, like you're looking at a toy and someone says that's gay, that makes you an idiot. You're an idiot. You know, like it's just it's crazy. God damn, these are fucking ridiculous. I'm not even trying to click them. No, I don't hate Muslim people at all, actually. I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone based on religion or any of that stuff. I in fact don't even hate people that hate transgender people. The only thing that I hate is a 4-letter and word that rhymes with Yahtzee that YouTube doesn't like when you say. Those are the only people I hate. And Indiana Jones agrees with me on that. Indiana Jones, in fact, where is he? Where is that? Do I still have it?
Who knows? In 1,000 years, even you may be worth something.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, I figured they're from the vertical chat. Like I said, I didn't mean to open that shit. I hate Moby too. He's a piece of shit, Allison. He's a huge piece of shit. And you educated me on how big a piece of shit he is. So fuck Moby. Eminem said it best, but I'm not going to repeat his lyrics. So do we just have like, God damn it. I'm not even trying to. This is difficult. There we go. I did it. Oh boy. What a fun stream, y'all. Like I said, I lost my train of thought earlier. I lost it again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Kaiju. I don't think it's weird that YouTube doesn't like that word, but not the other one. Oh my god, this is crazy. I'm sorry, Leia and CJ. I am very sorry. Like I'm doing some moderating myself too, but damn, there's a lot of weirdos in here. I hate live. Oh, I will say that, you know, as far as my grandma raised me and she had her flaws. She had her things that were bad about her. But she accepted me for who I was. And that is a staunch Catholic. Now, did she still try to be like, oh, you know, yeah, but she still tried her best. Bless her heart, now that she's no longer with us. So I grew up with conservative family, but it didn't get into the level of being hateful. Now, you know, there was a very big distortion that happened. Like there was a lot of like normal everyday conservatives around. Now it's very hard and few and far between to find normal conservatives because they're just trying to skate through like everybody else. And the only conservatives that I've experienced lately are the loud, nasty, racist, homophobic, transphobic ones. And it's really, really frustrating. So I will say growing up, there was a lot less of that. We were doing so well, y'all. Like, we were doing so well. I didn't like, I mean, Obama wasn't a perfect president, but wasn't it nice to turn on the news and not see our president, the person who we're supposed to look, you know, lead the world and you know, hopefully make us feel safe, not spewing hateful, racist stuff all the time, or just spewing nonsense. Like obviously a degrading brain is saying these things, and a decaying body is like literally being forced to play the puppet show at this point. But it's crazy. We were doing so well. And then all this happens. What is happening? You know, and like I said, Obama was he's a chill guy. Every president is a war criminal. Every president has committed war crimes. It's just the level and the gauges of what's happened. And like, you know, Joe Biden was an Israel supporter, so I didn't particularly like Joe Biden either. And that's another thing that's funny to me. You're vocal about the guy now, and people are like, oh, you're a Democrat. And people don't understand that there's nuance between a leftist, a liberal, and a Democrat. A Democrat is just as bad as a Republican, in my opinion, because the Democrats that we have in power all take money from people. They all take the better interests of millionaires and billionaires because they're getting paid to do that. They're not worried about the working. Nancy Pelosi is fucking rich as fuck from insider trading. That kind of shit should be illegal. Now you get to the people like Bernie Sanders and AOC, the leftists. I'm not going to say that, or the liberals, which they're more democratic socialists than liberal, but that's not far enough left, in my opinion. Those are the people that are closest to how I align. So of course I'm going to support them over somebody else, but there are nuances to that. And then you got the Republican Party, which is just like conservative and then full blown Fourth Reich shit, which is insane. So there's like some fucking nuance to at least some of it, but like that was the end of an era when Obama left office. It's kind of, yeah. No, so where it started was Harambe. The second they shot Harambe, the timeline just got fucking shot to hell. It got fucking thrown off the edge, and they're like, whatever happens, happens. If you've seen the Community with the darkest timeline, where they keep flipping the coin to see who gets the pizza, and then it never goes to Jeff, and every timeline sucks because Jeff didn't go get the pizza. That's what it feels like. It's like you shot Harambe, and now the worst timeline is happening. And then, you know, everything since Harambe in 2012 has been an absolute slow decline into madness. It's like watching the world just fall apart in slow motion. Oh my god. Yo, these comments are insane. Harambe was our timeline's anchor being. Absolutely. I 100% agree. The second that happened at the Cincinnati Zoo, we were all fucked. That is very good. That is, I'm going to take that. I'm not going to take it, but I accept that. They're the type of parents that say shaving legs was only for girls. Well, you know what? It's also for swimmers and runners and whoever else wants to shave their legs. You know, you don't have to have hairy legs. It's fucking funny. Like, just like girls can have hairy armpits. It doesn't matter. It's fucking body hair. It's fucking hair. It grows on the body. So either way, if whatever you want to do with it, that's your body. Your body, your choice. And it should be for everything. For everything. Specifically you. And this is not including anybody else, but whatever you want to do with your body, as far as like not harming yourself, you should be able to do. And the fact that people think that their religion or how they feel or what they want to say about someone should dictate what they do with their body, whether it be abortion access, being transgender and transitioning, doing body modifications, having tattoos, whatever. It's crazy that people are that bothered by it. Like, does it personally affect you? I know they go home and think about it 24/7. It's all they think about because they just watch the brain rot Fox News or Joe Rogan bullshit and the Manosphere bullshit, like fucking Andrew Tate and Charlie Kirk, and just get into all that fucking bullshit where the oh my god, that comment. I can't. I mean, and the thing about, so like, self-harm's bad. Hurting yourself is bad. But like, if health assisted euthanasia, like for people that are elderly and sick and they don't want to be around anymore because they're dying. Like, I think that should be fine. If someone wants to go to a doctor and be like, listen, I'm sick, I don't feel well anymore, I can't do this anymore, I want you to put me down. Why does that affect you? It doesn't. And it's just like, I hate the fact that people have gotten it skewed, that their beliefs are everyone else's beliefs, or their beliefs have to be reflected by everyone else. That's the thing that America was founded on. And people keep saying we're a Christian nation. First Amendment, separation of church and state, free speech, all that stuff. Like, you're not the laws of the land. This country is not founded on one religion. It is not founded on one ideal. It is founded on the ideal that every religion, every person's choice and voice is valid in their own way. So like that is what this country was founded on. And people have gotten it skewed and be like, well, they were Christian, so this is a Christian nation. It's like, okay, do you think Benjamin Franklin was a Christian? That dude was banging more, you know what, than Frank Reynolds here.
I offer you a nice egg in this trying time. Yeah, he's got an egg, you might.
Some states it is legal now, it should be. No, exactly. Like, so why, I don't understand why people think that how they feel should affect how someone else should live their life. It doesn't affect you. A gay couple going home and sleeping together and doing things and does not affect you. Unless you're a very weird person who just goes home and is like, I can't believe I saw that. I'm going to go on the Facebook and talk about it and spread hate about it. Like, it's crazy to me. I need to get a clip of him saying banging whores. I can't do a Frank Reynolds impression. I've considered it. Let me put it that way. I get it, CJ. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to touch any chords like that. Benjamin Franklin was a Mason. While there are Christian elements that to Masonic orders, they're not default Christian. Yeah, it's like there's offshoots. You know, the whole reason that some of these religions were founded, like the Church of England, that was created because the Catholic Church wouldn't let King Henry, I believe, get a divorce. So he's like, oh, well, I'm just going to create my own church that'll let me get a divorce. So the narrative is spun by whoever is in power, and the narrative is not always correct. Did you see her? She couldn't answer the last question about Orange Jesus. Yeah, no, she's a horrible person. She's a horrible person. I've never seen someone so obviously like just corrupted, like just a corrupted person. I don't believe in souls, but like if souls are real, then hers is like just tar, just gooey and dark and cold. And I mean, it's not a name, but if you want to name your kid euthanasia, go for it. Tristan, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a wild one. I said riled one. It's been a wild one. Passed away. We were close to getting married. I'm sorry. That's awful. I am very sorry for that. That's awful. That truly is awful. I don't know what to say. So, you know, best wishes to you and your family, and that sucks. I don't know what to say after that. But yeah, just I can debate someone all day. I can pull receipts, I can pull that kind of shit. But if I walked up to someone and they were like, "Oh, I don't like what you said," and I said, "Yeah, well, you're fat. Oh, yeah, you're bald. Yeah, you're skinnier than a string bean." Is that a valid argument? No. I'm just attacking something that they in that moment can't control. Just like you being like, "Oh, you're a man. Oh, that's not a woman. Oh, let's misgender them now because I don't agree with them." That's not an argument. That's just you attacking someone that someone else can't control. well, I can't control it. I am a woman. I've done the steps, so legally I am recognized that way, and I am obviously putting off the appearance that that's what I want to be um, gendered as and assumed to be. So like, you can't base an argument on that. That is not a valid argument. That is just you being a shithead. Never argue with an idiot. They'll bring you down to the level and then beat you with the experience. I mean, yeah. There's a thing. So there's this thing called, I brought it up earlier, a straw man argument. It's like, you know, you pick out one detail and you base your whole argument on that, and you push against it at all, and the whole argument collapses. That's kind of what doing that is, but it's not exactly the same. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, you can't go to like a debate club, for instance, and be like, well, first of all, you should not validate her opinion because her hair is blonde or whatever, you know, like that's just stupid. That is not how you argue with somebody. And to just fully ignore what they're saying and just be like, I hate what they're saying now, so I'm going to attack who they are as a person, that is stupid. And the same people that do that allow racists and sexists on their channel and platform them and allow that kind of behavior, obviously. And it's a problem. I don't associate with any of those people. I don't see any of those people anymore. So I don't know. Like I said, I was going to make a video on it. I have all these receipts. I have video clips that I'm still going to grab them. I'm still going to, like, I'm not a drama channel. I'm not trying to call anyone out. I'm not trying to start shit with anyone. I'm just getting shit off my chest. If someone takes what I'm saying personally and does whatever, that's on them. I didn't say their name. I didn't go after them. But I damn sure have fucking receipts for the shit that you said, the physical threats, the misgendering, the harassment, the brigading, all that shit. I have receipts. And then excluding me, I have receipts of the same people being shitty for people's race, for people's sexuality, all that kind of stuff. So Rob Reiner passed away? No way. That's crazy that I thought he passed away a long time ago. Wait, is Rob Reiner the guy that directed Spinal Tap? From my experience, people immediately insulting your appearance during an argument really shows how brutal they can be. And yeah, and it's not even during an argument. It's away from them, not to their fucking face. And that's the other thing that I forgot. It's like a lot of these people are saying this shit on the keyboard. It's like, that's one thing. But you felt this way before. You had your excuse to start misgendering me and physically threatening me or whatever. And we were all in the same room for the most part. 2 out of 3 or 4, however many that were there, I don't know. We were all in the same room. Just saying, where were your balls then? You want to talk about people's balls? Where are yours? Truly. Truly. Just saying. He's been dead for 5 years now. That's what I thought. Carl Reiner. Wait. I'm confused. I'm very confused. Where's that? That Rob? Oh no. Oh, that's terrible. I'm considering. No, it's not even considering anymore, because like people want to defend that person, the racist person, or those other people. It's like, I don't want to associate. Period. Like I don't need to. I don't need that in my life. I don't need to put myself in that situation. You know, like I'm not worried about people, but like people do dumb shit. So like people and what they bring is a completely different thing, you know? So I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that I'm going to stick to my own corner. I'll go to the ones in my area that pop up. Yeah, didn't he direct Cocoon? Cocoon and Spinal Tap and all that other kind of stuff. Like some really classic movies. Dick Van Dyke turned 100. That's great. I love that. He's a great dude. You know, one of those people that's just like put out good energy his whole life and been rewarded for it. He's like, I don't feel any pain. I don't feel any discomfort. I'm just chilling, which is great. All these racist, homophobic fools don't even show up in my algorithm. Oh God, hell yeah! Like you're lucky. Like I've literally after like in September after all that shit happened, I had like their videos popping up in my feed. Not because I looked them up or anything. I don't know why. YouTube was just like, you want to see this right now, right? And I hid them, and I haven't seen them since, except for that one guy that everyone's friend. To be honest, if you're not his friend, if you're not on his good list, you're obviously a shitty person. So like he called him out. And that dude's video popped up on my feed. The video that Woody, oh shit, I said his name. God damn it. I really wasn't trying to do that. But the video that he made was calling him out. And I had seen that video on my feed and I obviously hid it. Damn, I did not mean to say his name. Oops, my bad. But yeah, fuck that guy that he was talking about. Fuck that guy. Dude's a loser. Not only that, you want to physically threaten me and you look like that? Okay. Okay, sweetie. Stand by me. Yeah, Stephen King. He did direct that too. He directed a lot of great movies. Flood of Fools has slowed down. CJ, I don't know how many you blocked. Leia, I don't know how many you blocked, but I blocked like 10 people tonight. Like, I swear, I blocked like 10 or 11 people. I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Misgendering people on purpose is so childish. Yeah, it's one thing if you do it on accident and you get corrected. No, he didn't. He didn't. Let's not say fuck Woody. Woody's a good dude. I'm not gonna delete that comment. No, Woody's a good dude. It's another person that threatened me. There's a couple other people. And I don't care about them. But like I said, it's been something that's been on my mind. It's been something that's been on my mind for a while. Yeah, Sam knows what I'm talking about. And anyone defending that dude for putting that up and saying, "Oh, it's just jokes. It's all good." What are you doing? Clearly that's not the case. Later, Tristan. I appreciate you popping in. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate all my ride or dies, everyone that's been here for a very long minute. Usually now I feel like I'm fucking manic right now. I'm just gonna keep going. Like I said, I'm trying to stay up for a while. So this is what keeps me chill. I got that. This is Pineapple Express. If the Hindu Kush and whatever fuck their baby fucked and had a baby, you get Pineapple Express. What's up, Roughshod? How's it going? Good to see you. Damn it, this one's plugged. And this one, I don't remember what this one is, but I'm trying to kill it off. There's still a little bit left. No, it's not funny at all. It's fucked up. It's a reason. It is a reason I wanted to make this stream because who I already name dropped, which I wasn't trying to do because I didn't want to bring any smoke or heat to anyone good, but it's fine. Everyone, they've seen that video. Yeah, to see him upset like that, and it's clearly it's like, yeah, that's not okay. And if I had seen that, I would have been like, that's not okay. I clipped that shit. I have that shit. So went back and found some other clips, like him, the same dude, dropping the F slur on another stream, which is not okay at all. Like you can't say that word. You don't get to say that fucking word. You don't get to make fun of black people and act like it's a big fun joke or whatever. You don't get to do that. Not as a white person. Not anybody. Not anybody, but especially not as a straight white male. You don't get to do that. That's not okay. And to alienate a whole part of the community by doing that truly shows that you have not only no tact, but no brain cells. What's my hair color? My real hair color is this. So like dark brown, I guess. Dark brown. I don't know. Roughshod, glad you showed up. Remind me. Yeah, go subscribe to Roughshod. Go subscribe to Stu for lunch. Go subscribe. Everybody subscribe. We've already talked about the word gay and the way that people use it. So I'm assuming you're using it in a derogatory way, but I do have a girlfriend, so yes, I am gay. So goodbye. Oh boy, the vertical stream is not good for YouTube, for my shit, at least right now. I'm so stoned. So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I was watching it, Welcome to Derry, and I'm caught up. But the latest episode made me fucking cry a lot. As soon as everything started going bad, I started crying, and I did not stop crying until essentially all that bad shit was over. It's crazy how a show set in 1960 something can reflect our times and the way that certain people feel and feel like they should be able to do and have been doing, because we've seen black men lynched this year, like 3 or 4, and it doesn't get put in the news. Like they don't talk about that shit, and it's fucking horrifying. So I don't want to spoil anything, but like there's a lot of that going on. The Boys season 5, which is the last season of The Boys, clearly anyone watching at this point that is cheering on Homelander knows what they're supporting, which is fascism. And we don't like that shit. We don't like fascism. But people are like, yeah, go Homelander. It's like, clearly this was supposed to be satire. This was supposed to be a parody. This was supposed to be a dark reflection of a worse reality, but we're there. We're in that reality, minus the superheroes. So I could never get into it, sadly. Although I think I like the show the most because it expands the lore of it. I don't just like Pennywise. You don't like Pennywise? Pennywise, the dancing clown. Right now I'm sick, so my voice I can kind of do Pennywise, the dancing clown. You want to come into the shadows so I can eat your face off? The more things change, the more they stay the same. Yeah, it's sad. It really is sad, and it sucks because I don't celebrate Christmas. Like I'm not a Christmas person. My girlfriend is, but I still like the aesthetic. I still like the warm cozies. I like paganism and Yule and the winter solstice. That's my jam. But same vibes. It's all cozy, warm, and all that stuff. So I like watching certain movies. Like I like watching Die Hard because it's a not Christmas movie, but it's a Christmas movie. But it's also could be watched separately from Christmas. But I just watch it every year on Christmas. I don't know where I was going with that. And like Gremlins is the same way. Like you can watch that whenever, but it hits better if you watch it during Christmas. So I like that. But yeah, I haven't had time. That's what I was talking about. I haven't had time to really watch movies. I've just been watching shows because you can sit down for an hour and watch it. But Leia, you've been watching mostly movies. See, I want to watch Die Hard. I don't know when I'm gonna have time. Hopefully before Christmas. I'm behind on a lot of shows. I have 3 episodes left of Alien Earth. Let me know what you think when you finish it, Leia. It is I liked it, but I wish that they had done more as opposed to just treading water for half of the season and then just doing the same thing over and over again with some of the characters doing dumb shit. And then the abrupt ending. I'm not going to spoil anything, but like, I wanted more. That's all I'll say. The Netflix Daredevil or the new one, because I haven't watched Netflix Daredevil since like I think a year after the last season premiered. I watched the last season and I couldn't tell you what happened in it other than that last fight between Bullseye and Daredevil and then Kingpin and Daredevil. That's all I remember. Everybody on Alien was supposed to be dumb. I mean, listen, that is pretty dumb to be like, yeah, let's take all these predatory alien species off of this spaceship that wasn't even supposed to be doing this and bring them to one place and nothing could go bad, right? Nothing. The new show is good. It is good, Ray. I would say watch it. It treads water, but it's also entertaining. Like there's not a lot of Daredevil, which is the same of every single Daredevil season, but it is enjoyable. Good night. I'm going to get off here pretty soon. I do want to finish It Part 2. So It Part 1 was pretty good. Like it's not the best movie ever, but like when the kid actors do a great job and it's not hammy and all that stuff, like the 90s one was, Tim Curry is the best part of that, not everything as a whole, but it had Seth Green, it had Tim Curry, a couple other, I've rewatched it like once or twice. I really like the first movie. It's not perfect, but I do like part 1. And then chapter 2, the casting is good. All the adult casting is great. The actors look great. But it just does not have the same feeling of the first movie. And that's because they're all adults now rather than kids. So I like it. Chapter 2. This is my 3rd time watching it. I've seen the first one like probably 5 times. So I love a show with a slow burn story. You should watch The Chair Company, because you get the answers are strung along the whole show very slowly, and then at the end of it, all the answers are pulled out from under you, and you're like, "What the fuck?" You should watch The Chair Company. I liked It 1, but was not a fan of 2, and I feel like that's the general sentiment. I feel like that is the general gist of it's not as good. It didn't capture the same feeling. I'm not gonna have a voice tomorrow. I'm glad I did all my videos when I did. Some weird fucking comments in here, y'all. I'm gonna have to go through and make sure I didn't ban any regulars when I was banning all these weirdos. Actually, let me do that right now. But yeah, I want to finish It Chapter 2. Next week, or not next week. It is next week because it's still Sunday. Next Sunday is the season finale, and then I will do a review of It Welcome to Derry, because it's a really good show. And it made you fucking attached to those fucking characters. And man, the episode this week hit fucking hard. I was fucking bawling my eyes out. I was like, no. I've never seen True Detective. I should probably watch that sometime. I know, CJ. There's so many. Thank you. I appreciate you and Leia. I appreciate both of y'all taking care of it. I finally did my Punisher swap with War Journal and Gamerverse. Hell yeah. So you swap the arms and the legs and ooh. That does look good. But everyone's putting all this effort, and next year, by the end of the year, they're going to announce that fucking classic black and white Go-Go Boots Punisher. They're going to be like, here you go. It's the Punisher that we could have made twice already. I mean, all the It variations keep your head out the gutter. Like it's of all kind. Oh, that's what you're responding to. That's hilarious. Yeah, they're definitely going to do that. And as to the question earlier, I forget who asked me what they might reveal on the Hasbro Pulse stream. I don't know. I don't know. What were some of the rumors that were rumored to be coming out? I'm so stoned, y'all. Like, I don't have a guess. Like, my eyes are all droopy and shit. I know there's 4. I think there are 4 reveals they're talking about. Well, they'll probably reveal that figure that they've been. Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Spider Fan. They're probably gonna reveal that, which they've been teasing for the last couple months. So that's one thing. But that may be one thing on its own, and then they'll do 4 separately. I mean, there's no MCU product to announce figures for. Like Brand New Day, we don't even have a trailer yet. What else? We don't have a trailer for Doomsday yet. So I don't see them announcing any MCU stuff until at least, oh yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. Maybe, yeah. I know Michael wants the Gambit. Spider-Fan also wants more. I mean, that could be it. We really haven't had a lot of MCU releases this year. We had Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and Lizard and Electro, and that was it. I actually had to buy the War Journal 2-pack on Amazon for the swap. I did the swap because I want both versions of those suits. I get it. If you get a trench coat for the blue and black one, you can make him a Spider-Man the Animated Series one. Would love a Gambit and X-23. Yeah, they probably should do those in 2-packs. Like, do Gambit and X-23 and Blade and Elektra, and just call it a night. Maximum Automate will not be happening. I would hope not. All right, I'm gonna hop off here in a second because I'm getting tired and I'm really stoned. So, like, to summarize, come full circle. I don't care if you disagree with my opinions. The disagreeing with how I feel is not transphobic. Also, I don't give a fuck if you felt bad that you shouldn't have supported me. I didn't need your support in the first place. But back to the thing. Okay. Level, Riley. Don't be transphobic. Don't be racist. Don't be homophobic. Do not discriminate against people's identity. Don't use someone's physical appearance or their identity as an argument point because you already lost the argument at that point. Don't think that it is a valid excuse to just start misgendering someone when they say something that you don't agree with, or they're a different color, whatever. Anything. Like if your base argument for disagreeing with somebody is calling them something that they're not, or calling out a physical effect in the self that they can't control, a physical piece of them, something like that, it's invalid. Don't do that. Don't make fucking displays called KFC crew. Don't physically threaten people, especially if you are a pussy and you can't pack that shit up. Don't be an asshole. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if you disagree with my opinions. I truly don't. I'm not going to go and get a whole group of people to start attacking what you feel you are, or what you identify as, or who you're married to, or who you're attracted to, or what your skin color is. I would never do that because that's just stupid. It's wrong. It's not okay. And the people that appreciate it are pieces of shit that you probably shouldn't want to be around unless you're also a piece of shit. So if you platform the people doing this, and like I said, I have receipts for all of this. I have names, I have receipts, I have things said, I have physical threats. If I wanted to go to like the authorities and be like, these people threaten me, I probably could with the amount of shit that I've gotten. But I don't need to do that. I'm saying my piece here. There is no space for hate in the toy community. Opinions are one thing. If you disagree with an opinion, You turn them off. You don't go back to them. You don't interact with them. You just fucking drop it and let it go. And you can say, oh, I hate what they said and all that stuff to your friends or whatever. But the second you start getting people to harass somebody, collectively call them something just because of who they are or whatever, or physically threaten them, you're in the wrong. People aren't afraid to back it up because they don't think they can handle it. People want to start shit when they get stepped up to. They want to call the cops and sue. I mean, yeah, I see that. I can see that too. I'll just get a restraining order. That's all. I'll just be like, yeah, you can't come within 50 feet of me. If I'm going to a toy convention, you can't be there. So, you know, that's all. So, with all that being said, y'all, it's been a long stream. It's been an hour and 40 minutes. I definitely usually don't go this long. Don't platform hateful people. Don't be hateful people. I always say at the end of my videos and my live streams, and I genuinely mean it. I genuinely mean it. Be kind to your local LGBTQ community. Be kind to anyone that you meet. It doesn't matter what color they are, what they identify as. But like, especially don't go out of your way to attack minorities. Just be kind to everyone. Yeah, people can platform who they want. But if you platform racists, bigots, homophobes, whatever, then that's what you're going to get. And that's the kind of crowd you're going to have. So if you want that, that's fine. Of course they can platform whoever they want. It's all about consequences. When someone shares their opinion, I always ask which bill they'd be helping with. But yeah, keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to your local LGBTQ community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper duper safe. I love y'all. Even the haters. You come in here and you talk your shit, you're still boosting me in the algorithm. So thank you. I love y'all. I'll see you next time. I'm going to go finish it part 2 and bye-bye.
My safe word will be whiskey.
Sorry, Rod, what was that?
Whiskey.
Your friend's wasted, Anakin.
Check this out!
Pork chop sandwiches.
Freaking pump! I've been drinking green tea all goddamn day!
Oh, man, he hit his ass with a parking towel. Man, nice.
God, I go to church every goddamn Sunday. You gonna bring the demons out of me?
No matter what you do, I will be proud of you, even if you receive a liberal arts degree. Baby time. It's baby time. It's wait, I wasn't finished.
All right, give him the stick. Don't give him the stick.
You know my dad?
Oh,
G.I. Joe! What the fuck? This is my hat now. This is totally my hat.